Hello guys, I'm back with you in a vlog, and today my vlog will be in English because I want everyone in the entire world to see this video. So because not many countries know Urdu, that's why in this video I'm gonna tell you the history of Genghis Khan. You might have read it below. So Genghis Khan was his first name. He was not always named Genghis Khan. His first name was Temujin, and he had a father and a mother. He made a lot of losses in his childhood. For example, his father died when he was only 9 years old. You can imagine. His father died by our enemy tribe, and after some time the tribe people didn't accept Temujin because he was a very young boy as the king, and traitors came out and they took the throne from Temujin and kicked them out of the tribe, including Temujin's mother. So they had to leave with some of their loyal people, and it was a lot of people. And after some time, they were dying. They're starving. They were starving and he saw that one day event happened that his brother, he had a brother, and he was eating some food out of without the tribe people, and he was not eating with them. So Temujin killed him, and from here onwards he understands that he can be a greater leader and show his compatibility to other people. So this is how Temujin started his journey towards victory, and he was married to a woman named Bore. But his happiness didn't last long, as when he went to her tribe, he was attacked. He had a blood brother. His name was Jamuka, and he also met with him recently. But his tribe was attacked by some robbers and another tribe. It was an animal tribe of them, and they took hostage Bori and made her a servant. So this is how Temujin went to a big Khan who was his father's friend. He went there and he pleaded with Jamuka that please give us our army and make us strong enough so we can attack, and I can receive my wife again and help all the people who have been captured. So this is how Temujin and the king, then the Khan, this combined together and they attacked the Rabil tribe, and fortunately they took Bore, his wife, Temujin's wife, and all the other captives. So from here onwards, after a little time, the tribes split away, and so did Jamuka, because they said that if there was no Khan of all the Mongolians in Mongolia. So each of them said that only one of them can be the real Khan and the leader of them all. So this is how Temujin and Jamuka were separated. They were blood brothers. In that time, brothers meant that a brother has drunken blood from another person, and but they left because of the throne. And after this, they started fighting. Temujin covered many losses, and he lost a battle 2 times at least, because his army was always big, but he didn't have the real capacity to fight them. But after his second loss, he had he made himself a promise that now I will never lose. I'll never lose, and I will always win. And if I lose, I will die. Now after this, Temujin put all his focus, and he didn't give up hope, because great people never give up hope. He was a cruel person, but that he was a great warrior. I'm telling you this story by this perspective. So he worked hard on his army. He made a strong army. He made a big tribe, and he attacked on Jamuka. But unfortunately, Jamuka fled from his tribe and fled from the battlefield, and he was with five other generals with him. They were, and Temujin said that I will give three bags of gold to those people who bring me Jamuka. And after that, the people with Jamuka, they started having they were getting greedy, and that's why they handed over Jamuka to Genghis Khan. I mean Temujin. So Temujin that time didn't like dishonesty. He said everyone should be good with the king, and they should respect him, and they should never betray them. They should be loyal with this king. But those people they were not loyal, and that's why Temujin asked his army to kill those five generals, and they were killed. After that, Jamuka was given an option by Temujin. Temujin said that you can either become my friend and we can win this throne together, but I will be the king, not you. But Jamuka said, until I am alive, na, we can't be. We will always be fighting, and and my dear friend, I want you to kill me because until I am alive, na, I will be the rock in your path on conquering your destiny. So after this, Temujin gave him a honorable death, and after this, Temujin was now had fought lots of battles, and he became Genghis Khan. He was given the title of Genghis Khan, and after that, Genghis Khan put his eyes on China, and once some merchants came to him and they told him about it, and he was fascinated by the great walls of that country, and he wanted to conquer it because he knew that they were on the border with China, and he knew that the Chinese emperor will not tolerate so many Mongolians close to his country. So after this, Genghis Khan started his journey of conquering China. He brutally killed all the people that came in his path in the war of China. Then he came to the main city of China, and in that city he said to in that city there was the big wall of China. You know, the wall of China is the biggest wall in the world, and then he attacked on the wall of China. So it was very difficult for him. So that's why the Chinese were like aliens for the Mongolians because it was very advanced and it was a very strong wall, and the Mongolians didn't have that much power or strength to defeat the army, the wall. So this is how. So Genghis Khan told the captives that he had captured from the other countries of China. He told them that he will. Temujin asked the captives to make him machineries because the captives knew about the country of China and they knew how to do. So they made big machines and other type of things in which they made big rocks, and Temujin threw rocks on the wall and he climbed the wall and they defeated the Chinese. And after this he was at the age in 2019 he died, and his last words, and he made a successor, his son, and after that he died, and his entire his entire house in which he lived was buried with him, and all his essentials and all his things. After that, when he was buried, there were 100 soldiers with horses ran on his grave. So no one finds out. And the people who ran and who came back were murdered. And the other group that came back was also murdered. And the third group was ordered to kill themselves. This is how no one knows where is the grave of Genghis Khan till now. So guys, this was my video of today, and now please like and subscribe my channel, and I hope you enjoyed the video and the history of Genghis Khan. Okay, bye.